There are 3 weeks left in the round-robin portion of the LEC. So, let's get into it. This is the Fantasy League. Well, here we are, the final third, week 7 of 9. So, let's have a look at the table and see how close things are. Very close, as there is a 3-point gap between absolutely everyone. But will week 7 change anything? It's time for the rundown. Friday started with Vitality up against Rogue. Rogue took the early Herald after a few kills. Vitality got a consolation dragon. Rogue used that Herald to take out the first turret. Then Baron also went the way of Rogue. As Vitality games go, Game 2 and Schalke and Mad Lions were at it again. Early Dragon went the way of Schalke, but lost control of the Herald as that ended up to Mad Lions. There was a bit of a split push, but the tower went the way of Mad, as did the Baron. And then finally, they took the game with an Ocean Soul. Game 3, and it was time for a struggling SK to take on a dominant Fnatic. What went down? Well, Dragon went down to SK, who also took the Herald. Tower was also SK's, but the classic Fnatic dominance came through. They ended up with the Baron, and with an Inferno Soul, took the Nexus as well. Game 4 saw XL take on Misfits, but how would these results go? Well, it started strong for XL as they ended up with the first Herald, and they promptly used it to get the first tower. They also took the first Dragon, but Misfits got the Baron and the Nexus. Friday's last game was Origin versus G2. Dragon went the way of G2, while at the same time Herald went to OG. Tower ended up going down OG's way. Baron was comfortably done by G2. The game? Closer than it should have been, but it was G2's. Saturday, and it was SK taking on Schalke. 2 teams with S's, but only one S was going to win, and they certainly weren't going to take the Baron. No, first thing that went was a Herald to Schalke. Tower ended up going the way of SK. Then, Dragon went Schalke's way. Believe me, it did. See? And the win also went to Schalke. Game 2, and it was Vitality taking on XL. Well, XL took the Dragon from underneath Vitality's nose, but they stolen the Herald. Tower, though, went XL's way, along with the Baron, and as a repeat of most weeks, Vitality's Nexus went as well. Game 3 of the day saw Rogue and Mad Lions in a race for the middle. So, Mad Lions got the first Dragon. They also took the Herald away from Rogue, but Rogue ended up with the first tower. Bit of a misplay early on in the game. Then Baron went Rogue's way as well, as did the Nexus. The penultimate game saw Fnatic and G2 facing really the top spot. Well, Dragon went G2, advantage them. Fnatic took the Herald early on, and then they used it on the tower. But the best steal of the Baron gave the game to G2. Last game of the day, Origin versus Misfits. Bring it on. So, in the middle of a team fight, the Herald did go Origin's way. And Dragon went Misfits' way without a team fight. But, while Misfits was taking on second Herald, OG got the tower. They then also got the Baron, and it was inevitable. Like pizza. Right, that's week 7 in the pan. Let's see how the table looks. let's bring it on. Let's see who won this week. Well, me, followed by Stefan, Duncan, and then mine. But how does that affect the big table? Told you anything can happen. There's still 5 points in it. But with only 2 weeks to go, things are going to get tough. So until then, we shall see you next time on the Fantasy League. So, it actually turns out we're going to be a while. Due to the global pandemic that's going on in the world, the LEC has taken the steps necessary to postpone the league until further notice, along with a lot of sports in the world through there as well. So, they're going to be taking a break, and because of that, we will as well. But as soon as they're back, we'll be back. So keep things posted. Remember to check our feeds, and we'll see you soon.